Well, that didn't work, but that's okay. We made it all. Well, you know what? We come together. This is the time of week where you guys take, a little bit of time out of your busy schedule and watch me screw up. And I appreciate that. I really, really do. Make sure when you check in here, you let us know that you've checked in here. And welcome to tonight's episode, engagement, craziness of Tuesday with Todd. And what are we doing tonight? Well, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I have that going over here and that I can have some banners and stuff going, because if you didn't know, we're running, a little, where's it at? Banners, where's the banners? There it is. Show, there's that. We know we want it as a ticker. There it is. So we run this ticker. TWT 25 will save you 25% on rhinestones, ride studs, and flatbacks during tonight's live. I'm going to get the links in here for the giveaway because we will give away one of the designs tonight that we are doing. We will give let me back that up. We're going to give away a couple mini packs of choice. Okay. And then we're going to give away the template that we used tonight to make the live. And it's a pretty special one because of no Corey tonight. So what does Smart Todd do? Say, hey, daughters, you guys have never made a rhinestone shirt before. You've seen us do it hundreds, thousands of times. What do you say? You want to give it a go? And of course, they don't want to get on screen. I'm like, I just need your hands. That's all I need is your hands. Okay. I just need your hands. And so I talked him into it. Gave him a little prep course on it. Said, you guys, not a problem. You have this. They are stressed the F out, and it is fabulous. And we're going to show how easy it is to make a rhinestone shirt. So if this if you've never made one today, we're going to show you just how easy it is because the girls have never done it. All right. So Karista and Delainee, both here. One's a single color design. One's a 2-color design. Yeah. Stay tuned in for that. Now, I am going to first up get in the bump do boo boo. Where's it at? Where's the stuff at? I got to find it's behind my light. That's why I don't see it. We're going to grab in. Here's the doc for the form. Actually, you know what? I got Crystal in here. Crystal's in here, right? Yeah, Crystal's got the giveaway form up for us. Woo-hoo. And girls, if they're staring at me like they don't know what to do. Over there in front of the press, if you look at the computer right there, you can see everything that's going on, and you can see the comments that are coming in right there. So you kind of know what to look at. So they're stressed out. It is amazing. So we're gonna give a kind of state of the union on everything that's going on. Some of you people have really disappointed me, and I'm not gonna call you out because you know who you are, but we're gonna talk about that. We're talking about future of TRW, what's going on with that. We're going to talk about, games, machines, and rhinestone transfers, new stuff coming back in stock. There's price increases, getting what's going on with the YouTube channel, what's going on with memberships, and everything with that. So with that, let's check in and see how everyone's doing. Eric, hello to you. Plar, thanks for checking in. Happy Crystal Tuesday to you too. Crystal, happy Tuesday to you. Ronnie, hey everyone. Debbie, hey everyone. Jocelyn, hello. Pasha, good evening to you as well. Let's see. Rich, good evening to you. How's everyone doing? We're rocking and rolling, man. It is a wild, wild time, and that's her there. I wish that YouTube kept the night. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, but we're gonna explain how frustrating YouTube is. And Eric, you're gonna love this because if you think that's frustrating, wait to that. As of now, there are no other videos listed. I made sure only one went because that way we're good. I was like, let's just try this because I was already stressing on that. What's up, Chuck? Good evening to you from chilly Florida, currently 39, headed to 27. That is cold for you. Scoops are how we learn, Alan. Absolutely. And that's what we're going to do. And we're going to show you, hey, this is how everything's going to be, right? I think they're going to do a fantabulous job at it. They're going to be fine with it. It is a scatter design. There's going to be a dance scatter design that we're doing because my daughter's a dancer. So that actually the one that she picked out was like going to be 4 templates. I'm like, yo, I'm over here. Nobody's over there to help you. That is not happening. We're going to go 2. And so we're going to pick out a different one for that. I think Krista picked out a simple single color one. So it works out pretty nice. Keith, good afternoon, evening, night to you. Hello, Kim. What's up, Kim? Kim, did you see my wife? Were you out in Long Beach? Did you stop by and see her? Did she stop by and see you? Let's start with that. Corey's still stuck out in California. because flight was delayed, and flight was delayed enough where it screwed up the rest of the travel plans for the day. So the options were to hop on the plane and then maybe, and then miss the connecting flight and be stuck in Dallas for 24 hours, or just stay another day in sunny San Diego. What do you think she did? So that's right. They stayed in sunny San Diego. In fact, they were building kits for the Crystal Ninja today. They were over at Kelly's shop and they were doing things over there. So that was the catastrophe of the day, to try and figure all of that out, because, of course, the place gone, car gone, everything with there. Got it all figured out. She's going to fly back tomorrow. So kudos. Maybe Corey will be back tomorrow. We'll see how she's going to be. And yeah, Kim, quit breaking stuff. Kim does break stuff. 70 and beautiful now. Oh, yeah. Nadine, Melbourne. It's currently 12:07 p.m. on Wednesday. All right, so yeah, you're like 20 some hours ahead of us. That is wild, right? Job security, right? Job security. I will go with that. She went, oh, look, there's my beautiful wife. Kim wasn't there, so she didn't get to see you. Well, if you would have known you had an extra day, it's not that far of a drive from San Diego to Scottsdale, right? It's only like 5-hour drive? You could have went over there and did that. I bet. Okay, so first up, Corey's not here. We don't even have to pick her up tonight. We don't have to worry about any of that, but it definitely throws off stuff. I have alerts on my phone to remind me to ask her things tomorrow when we're in shop, because she's going to be here. So now I'll have to remind myself to tomorrow when those come up to ask her the next day, because that is going to be a wild. They had a lot of questions on a lot of things, and we're going through that. So let's start State of the Union, where everything is. New building. All right, so we've put in, an offer for a lease. I don't anticipate this happening in the next 3 months because of the things that we've seen in the building that we had questions on, whether it was our responsibility, their responsibility, things that they still wanted to take care of in the building. And I just know how the process goes through everything. So right now they're getting estimates for things that need to be fixed in there, and if it's worth it or not, because what they got to do is put it together. Does it make sense for them to fix all these things that we're asking for versus what we're going to pay and how long our term is? So there'll be some back and forth on that. It'll probably be a couple of weeks before they even, get estimates back on things and then decide one way or the other. And then we know from there. And then we kind of can counter back and forth, and then the things get fixed. So I am anticipating that, even if something came, together in the next week, I don't anticipate anything happening until like April. So that's kind of where things are right now. We got stuff in motion. We'll see how it goes, and we'll go from there. And with that, once a place is found, then that's when Rhinestone transfers will come back online, because we're going to hire an employee. They're going to be in their shop. They'll be able to do that, because currently we do not have the bandwidth to deal with everything that's going on. And to add another revenue stream that is a full-time employee that, it would be there, that we don't have that. So we need to hire somebody for that. And so the best thing to do is we're still doing some stuff for some people. It is very, very, very small pool of people that we're doing that for. And a lot of it is because they were existing wholesale customers before. And we're like, yes, we can do it this. Here's what we have in stock. Here's what we can do. So we control all the aspects of it. So we are not overextending ourselves for it. So there's that. Bling Anything. Bling Anything will be back in stock this week. I anticipate it being back in stock by the end of the week. If you are on our email list, guess what? You will be notified first. So you'll get first crack at it. You'll be, there. There's a chance it could sell out again before it comes in, because we got a smaller quantity of stuff this time because there was a price increase. And let me tell you, over the next 3 months, don't be surprised if you see some things that go up in price. Don't be surprised if you see a few things are going to go down in price. Shocker. But everything is costing more. And when we reevaluate numbers, we can keep some prices low, but that means one particular product, if we want to keep it at the same price, we need to order about $60,000 worth of it. Yikes. And so that's a lot of money to be sitting on and to try and figure out. So there may be some increase in the other ones. They just, price increase across the board. So, they'll do that. And some will be able to eat, some we won't. We'll evaluate those as come in. So we're going to do our best to keep everything as close to where it can be for now. Other things just might be, like doing 1 foot of stuff, because I know Caesar's going to have increase on stuff, and mostly we'll be fine. But what's going to go up, it's probably going to be like anything under 5 feet, because it takes the same amount of labor to measure out 1 foot versus 5 feet, and so those 1 foot there's just not a lot of margins in them, and so that being honest with you, that price is most likely going to go up, especially when you get an order that has 30 things of it and all 1 foot specialty things. That's a lot of labor that goes into it. So I'm just bracing everybody for that. Nothing's going to go up like crazy ridiculous, and a lot of stuff it's going to stay the same if you order in quantity. One of the things we got asked about was on flock. It looks like we are going to give 24-inch rolls. I have a meeting with them tomorrow morning, just to kind of tomorrow morning, my morning. I have to look at my calendar when it is. Anyway, to see what we need for 24-inch rolls. So there will be a few 24-inch rolls that we'll be able to do, but everything is going to be cut to size now. So there's not any more bonus bundles or things like that. We've actually noticed since we sold out of the bonus bundles and went to things, more people are ordering over 15 feet. They're ordering 25 feet, 30 feet, 50 feet, 100 feet of flock at a time. So I think when we open that door, they're like, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. And so they've been ecstatic about that. Okay. New building, cams, bling anything, flock. Okay. Next up, let's jump right into YouTube. We have no clue what is going on with YouTube. YouTube has to be one of the wildest companies in the world, because here's where we're stuck at. They have acknowledged that the channel was hijacked. No problem. We 100% get with that. Now we need to go through recovery. Okay. So like put in your stuff and you'll get recovery. The problem was the hijackers changed the recovery email. So the code that is being sent, we can't get. Now, would it surprise you if YouTube told us that as of right now, there's no other way to establish ownership besides having access to that account? We can show that everything is attached to the business. We can show all the links of the CRM attached. We can show everything. It's YouTube. They could go pull up the videos and see us on our channel doing it. They can see that we've scheduled stuff. They can see a license, a passport. They can see the bank account where everything goes in. They can see that we own it. Nope. They need us to verify through that email. And that's where we've been stuck for the last 2 weeks, because we're like, well, this is what we're doing. We cannot get to that. And and the worst thing is we send something to YouTube and we don't get a response for 24 to 36 hours. So you're just a wait and see. So the last 2 weeks has literally been 14 emails, just one a day. Get it back, go there, get it back, go there, get it back there, go there. And so it is very, very tough to do, and it's very stressful, and we're not sure, so we don't know. Could we get it back? Yeah. Could we not get it back? Yeah. We don't know. So what does that mean for the future of everything? Well, we got some videos to do. Like I said, there was over 5,000 videos on the YouTube channel. We got a huge chunk of those. The problem is you can only, for our channel, if we put everything on this channel here, on the Makers and Movers channel, we can only upload 75 videos a day. So do the math on that, right? Let's say we had access to all 5,000, everything that was there, right? What's the math say? 5,000 divided by 75. It's going to take 67 days to get all of that content back. So what content are we starting with? All the button videos. So all the button videos that we can do, like the buttons for the wizard, everything with that, that's priority 1. So all that. So the install videos, everything with there, the 4, the 5, the 6, the things that people need access to. We're making sure that we're going to put those there, and those will start coming online here this week. Because we're just going to start putting them on there and get it to it so we can link stuff up and back to go. Once the buttons are there, we're going to go through and which buttons do we not have videos for, so we need to create those ones. All right. So now the wizard is taken care of. Everything is functional. Links good to go on that. Okay. Next up will be the training videos. Now, I don't know where somebody got the notion that we're trying to rob people, because we're not giving stuff. And a few of you, for whatever reason, I don't think have really ever ran a business before because of some of the comments that you made and some of the ways that you've acted. But all that content will be redone. And the way that it'll be redone is we will go back through and start with our most popular videos to the training series, of the webinars, and we'll redo those. The people that got them will now have a new link to that, and other people can purchase that for it. So if you have videos and they're out there, that's great. We're going to redo them. If you currently have a video that you cannot access because YouTube is gone, and you have a question on it, email in. Hey, I have this training series. This is what I'm trying to do. How do I do it? Perfect. We'll walk you through it. Not too difficult. Some people think that we're trying to rip people off. What kind of garbage is that? And then some of you decide to circle together, and a few of you sent the exact same email. So I know you guys are working in cahoots with each other. And so before you get on your high horse and say how great everything is and how loyal you are and how, you love everything about us, remember the circles that you run in, and remember that when you post in other groups that people show us and tell us. So yes, we can see when you do that stuff, which I find very, disheartening, because we've done our best to be as transparent as possible through this entire process. Everything that we've encountered, we didn't anticipate things happening, and we're going through and trying to fix those things. We're doing our best to go through it. And, the way that YouTube right away said, yes, it was hijacked. We thought we were going to have it back within a week, so there was no reason to look at second party things like, okay, now we got to redo the videos and re-upload those. No, we're going to have it back in a week. Last Saturday was 2 weeks. We're still in the same thing. Today's Tuesday, so now it's been 16 days. Still going back and forth with them. So now this is what we're going to do is we'll upload and we'll make everything work here, and we'll put it together, and we'll just make stuff work. But for, some of you to say the things that you've said, especially in other groups, I don't know, I just hope it never happens to you, right? That nothing ever like this ever happens to you and puts your business in jeopardy like this, because it's a tough thing to swallow. And we're making sure that all the training videos will get redone. I mean, I was going back through it, and some of the training videos, nobody bought. They're from 2016. There's one purchase, one thing, and that person hasn't been active for 5 years. So guess what? That one will probably be one of the last ones done. But we'll go back through and we'll redo those. And we'll have training videos, and we'll have it there, and you'll have access to those. You just have to give us a little grace, a little time, and we'll be honest with you. We'll put it out there. And in that meantime, since we can't judge, we don't know who was a YouTube member and who wasn't. YouTube doesn't give us that information. So what did we do in this meantime? Is we put out a form. Hey, we are doing the webinars. Here's where you go. Let us know your level. And if you aren't in it, here's your chance to see what the membership's all about. And you're able to sign up for it. And some of you decided to get all pissed off and say, I didn't know anything about trainings and yada, yada, yada. And I call you out because that's complete trash. We've posted in the group. We've sent out emails. But guess what? You don't count those emails because you decided to take yourself off of that email list. So when you unsubscribe from a list, what does that mean? You no longer want emails from us. So you can't fault us when we are posting it on the page. We're posting it in the group. We're sending out emails. We're doing everything we can to get the information in there. I mean, I could probably go down the reservations and say, hey, how do I do smoke signals? And what do I need for carrier pigeons? But the truth of the matter is we are doing everything that we can to get everybody as much information as we can. And in fact, we're giving it free. And that is our channel was hijacked on January 10th. So to make sure that everybody who paid in January, and a lot of people haven't paid because, we're not seeing any of that. We just said, okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to run it through February 10th. So the trainings will be there. You have to sign up for the webinar for it. We've got everything figured out on that side. And then that's how it'll work, is you can sign up for the webinar. Going forward, this gives us a little time to figure out what the new membership looks like. Is it ran through Facebook? Is it ran through Discord? Is it ran through Patreon? Is it ran through YouTube on this channel? Circle, school, we have options. And so we're trying to see what the best option is for it. The easiest option is to use Patreon and Discord, because we already use those for our mentorship community. So it'd be something easy to add in, where then also can combine things. So if you're in the mentorship thing and this, you can kind of get a discount on some of that. And so I think that might be the way to go, but we're also possibly looking at school and circle to see what happens there. We're doing everything we can to go through it. And like I said, we're pushing through. Every day is a new set of problems, and it surely doesn't help when we get some of the comments that we get from this. And there's a lot, and it's just not one person. I think there's a handful of you that, I don't know what it is. Like, they woke up and decided today's the day you're choosing violence. I'm choosing it back. Listen, sometimes you just have to fire customers, and I won't accept our staff being treated like shit. I 100% won't. I won't have anybody accuse anybody of stealing anything or trying to rip them off or trying to screw them over when we 100% aren't. And, like I said from the get-go, I would be as transparent as possible with you guys. Once we took this over, this is a new journey for us, a new time, time to make some changes, time that we can fix some things that were broken. We've had such an amazing response on the trainings that we've had over the last 5 months compared to the previous ones. And, that fires me up because I know that means, okay, we're going in the right direction. Yes, there, sometimes there could be a little issues with things not recording or audio or video, but guess what? Those are lives, and that's what happens. And we're doing our best to correct those as we go through it. But we're doing what we can. And, we're right along there with it. But some of the stuff that people are saying, like, yo, it's just not nice. So here's what I recommend. Before you want to get your nasty gram fingers going, how about you type that out and then read it to yourself and be like, how would I feel knowing what I know and a customer sent this to me? If you're cool with hitting the enter button and sending it, good for you. Because just remember, everything that when you point a finger, was that 3 more are pointing back at you, right? 3 more are pointing back at you. So I'll get off my high horse on that. I was just very frustrated on the way that some of you have acted during this. And it was like, well, we'll just fire customers. I'm like, okay, here, done. You can go away. We can block IPs. And that's it. We're doing everything we can. Nobody is going to be left out of any training. We're helping everybody that we can. And we'll just keep trudging through it, and we'll make it all work. So I think that's what I have for that, right? New building, cams there, bling anything, flock. So yes, make sure you sign up for those emails. You need to go in it and say, yes, I want the info, because it comes, the info at the Rhinestone World, that's a separate email than what the TRW, the FYI TRW one. The FYI TRW one is the marketing one. That's where the things come from like that. The informational ones that we use back and forth, the info ones, those are the ones that you'll get, and no problem there. But please, please, please go sign up for the memberships. So that way, or to let us know on that. And then if you're interested in it, like I said, we're going to put some stuff together, and that will be working over the next, the next couple of weeks. We're going to see what the best way to do all that. And Cheryl, me too. But it really, I don't know. Like, I don't know how to prove ownership of something that a hijacker changed it. We can screenshot and show you this is what it was before. This is what it was changed to. This is why we can't have it. How do we get it? And they're like, you need the recovery email. I'm like, that's not our email. What do we need? And to say that we can't, you see where that money's going in because you deposited the money. So we own that account. So why would you send money to somebody who doesn't own the account? Doesn't that prove ownership? No. Do you want to see the paperwork or where we bought it? Does that not prove ownership? No. Do you want to see my passport? Do you want to see my license? Do you want to see my ID? Do you want to see my kids? Do you want my blood sample and DNA? Do you want to watch me on TV? I don't know. And we've tried to do everything we could. And, Matt's tried to help too. And it's just one thing after another. Yeah, Ronnie, you'd probably be stuck in California right now. What's the weather out there, Corey? What's the weather out there right now at 5:30 on a Tuesday? And Eric's got 44 there in the lower coast, about an hour inland in BC. And let's see, we got cold. We were at like -4. The snow was south of us, but we got hammered with the cold. It has been cold. We won't see above freezing until maybe sometime next week. Our highs have been negatives and single digits. It's not fun over there. Okay, Mark, let me ask you this. How much, because we can bring it in, because we have it because I think it's 15 inch, right? Or is it 16 inch? 15 to 16 minutes, somewhere in there. We could bring it in because we've got rolls of it that we have, for the business. I can add a roll to the site. I just don't know how much to bring in because, how much do people want to order at a time? You let me know, Mark, and I don't have a problem, bringing some in it and seeing what it looks like for there. Right? Typical YouTube. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We're waiting to see back of what they say because we're just screwed right now. Right? Yeah, right? That's what we're going to do is just keep trying. Do they not understand, what being hacked is? I don't know. You would think. Guy on Facebook was an idiot. I won't call anybody an idiot. Anybody, voice their opinions on what they feel because that's why we have the freedom of speech. You're able to say what you feel, but you have to remember, once you put something out there, you better be ready to die on your sword or retract it and say, hey, I screwed up. I'm sorry, because it's out there. Everybody can see it like this. Somebody's going to call me out because, this. Okay. Sometimes I look at, Nick from Craft Vinyl and doesn't think he's, has half a bad idea, sometimes. Why can't you? Gee, that's what I'm saying. If they could, and that was my email today. Why can you change this? Can you go and do this? Because they even said, is there other things attached to it? I'm like, I don't know. Can you tell us that? We don't have access to that. We can't do that. Your YouTube. Yes, you can. Well, it wasn't the only one. Yep. There's a good bunch of them, right? There was a bunch of them that had it. To block the guy for my stress levels. I'm saying. Nora, I'm so sorry you're going through this. Absolutely mature, and your crew is amazing. I thank God for them because I would be lost without their help. They are amazing. Pilar and Crystal, amazing. Even Pilar like that some bit. She's not feeling the greatest, and she's still rock starring it up for it. It is definitely good there. People do not have a filter, and we do 100% appreciate everyone's concern and patience through this. And, they're like, are you going to, the girl said, are you going to post anything? I'm like, let's see what the crew does. The crew handles business for us. That's what I love. The crew handle it for us. And yes, reminder, please, unless you have more than one email list, you only need to fill out that form once. That's all you need to fill it out for. You get an email. So to make sure that you're on the email list, you get an email with a discount code in it. And that's what happens is once a month, the discount code is emailed out to everybody that signed up in that month and they, and got the credit. So that's how it was, Sharon. Check the email for it was there because those are all, don't forget drones, right? Oh, YouTube charged my account last week for January. So it charged last week for January. And that is wild because they paused on what day was it? On the 12th is when they paused everything. So you can go back and ask for a refund on that. If you got charged after the 10th of January, you can go back in and ask for a refund for that last one because we won't see any of that. Let's see. I really had to stop my finger at the Facebook poster. Their attitude good. We don't need to cross the problems in the group. Just saying. Yeah, I didn't watch the training videos I bought because I was waiting till I got Troll and the Wizard. Yeah, I paid for the YouTube membership on the 3rd of the month. Yeah, and everything prior to the 10th, you're good. So that's where the 10th, we should be fine. But if after the 10th you got charged, go ask for a refund because we don't know what it is. Yeah, we've been using Patreon for 3 years on the mentorship community side of it. And it was there. Once we're going to redo that because that's where we're going to try and combine everything. And that's why maybe it's a blessing in disguise because YouTube, we didn't have access to any of the people, any of the information, anything like that. And most importantly, YouTube took like a third of the money. So yeah, it was great right there. School is great too. Yep. I know quite a few people that use School, and that's where we're going back and forth. Circle, square, circle gets a square. Circle, School. The 1 through high level, I don't like how it's laid out, so it's kind of there for it. Oh yeah, they're on your lives, 100%. I can see everybody. I can see the people that are here, and they are right there for you. It's there for it. A little of both. Like I think it's someone, but I don't know. Yeah. It feels like that, but that's where they're like, the information that they gave, it seems like back and forth. And it's like, can we escalate this? What do we do? And they said they were going to escalate it and we're going to go from there and there. Oh, right there with you, Alex. I'd rather be in Mexico or the Caribbean. Do you call it Caribbean or Caribbean? How do you even type that out to know what the difference from? 100%. And that's where it's like, you would think in instances like this, you'd be able to talk to somebody. Nope. Like I told you, when our account was hijacked, the way that we had to get with YouTube and Google is we had to go on X and find YouTube on there and then tag them in it with here is our problem. Then they DM'd us a link to fill out, one that we had already did. Yep, couldn't you recover it from there? And then that started the process of them emailing us. There's no like, go sign up on our website, go call this number. None of that. It is completely trash. Was that yes? So you want full rolls of it, like 50-yard rolls, or do you want smaller, or let me know, because the thing with that is the shipping cost of it is more, and the so we have to deal with that. Different boxes. We don't have any boxes that will fit in, if we go by a roll. If we do smaller stuff, yes, because we can peel off from that. And then the freight to bring in, and if people want to buy the rolls, we've got to invest, a couple thousand, for a decent amount of thousands, come to think of it, to bring it in to make it worth it. So that's where we're at with it for. Let's see, where do you get info emails? I'm not sure what you mean, info emails. Not sure what you mean there, Carol. Let me know. Oh, we'd be happy to sell it to you. We'd be happy to sell it to you. Can we write YouTube? It would be great, right? Like, that's what I said. Do you need our people to write in? Do we need there's just not a whole lot of anything right there. It's just very, very stressful. Brian, do you need to talk with the bad people that are emailing you? Nah, our girls handle it well. And a lot of it, kill them with kindness. And there's some people, like, there's somebody who we've had 2 complaint emails from since we take over. I'm like, that's the way it came in. There's nothing we could do. And they wanted us to replace it. And I'm like, listen, yeah, we're not replacing the whole thing. Like, it's not available anymore. Here's what we can do for you. Ship it back, and we'll go ahead and, the damaged part of it, and we can replace that. Nope, they made it work. And now this one, some transfer tape rolled up, and, probably 4 foot of it, was a little crinkled. You can peel it off and it'll go flat. That's there. It didn't meet their standards. It's fine. Send it back. We'll send you, once we get it, we'll send you something new. And, it's kind of like, well, why do I got to send this back? Well, because it still works. We can use it during our lives that we got here for it. Let's see. I remember getting an email from YouTube saying they were pausing this. Yeah, that was like on that Sunday. That Sunday, Monday is when they sent that out. Caribbean. All right, Eric, thanks for sticking them out. Now I know. Hall of Fame. Oh, no, Jerry. It was Hall of Fame. Yeah, so Hall of Fame, and that would have on the 20th. Go hit the button to get that reversed, Larry, because you can go back in and ask for a refund on that last month. So you'll be good to go for it. I truly appreciate getting my Hall of Fame training this month. I may be upping my membership as well worth money. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why even going forward, we said maybe once a month we'll do a free one. Like, hey, here's what you have for it. So you know what you're going to be doing with it, and you can have it there, because it's been a great time with it. Okay. So, girls, are you ready?
Why are you yelling?
See, I don't even have your mic on. You can't even see anything. So I don't know. What do you say? You guys want to get into making some shirts? We want to get all of this stuff out of the way and get into it. Yeah, because Corey will use it over and over and over, right? Yeah, she'll use that over and over and over and over is what she'll do. Because even what's funny is Karista, as she was doing this, as I pulled off, and she goes, "Oh, you can reuse that." I'm like, "Ask your mom." Yeah. That was maybe like a jab, something you should ask your mom about that. No, like her mom uses that all the time. So I'm going to look at that. I see feet. I see feet over there. Oh, I see the move. Okay. So we've got the press right here. And we've got the blackboard. We got the blackboard. Maybe we get a Karista hand that pops right in there. Do we get a Karista hand? Look, there's a Karista hand that pops in there. And then we might have the Delainee hand that pops in there. Maybe, there's a Delainee hand that pops in there. And Hudson's going to pop his hand in too. Because Hudson's seen this enough. You can help the girls out with this. So I say we get right into it and have some fun. We're down on some luck. We're down on the stuff. Make sure to go sign up for the giveaway. Crystal Pilar, can you post the link for that? Make sure to use the code TWT25 to save 25% off tonight. And if you purchase during the live, you're going to win. You're going to double your chances of winning for tonight. I'm going to take a drink of my drinky drink. What are you making me drink here? What'd you make for me?
I don't know, cookie butter brown sugar latte type thing.
I got 2 baristas here. They made me a drink. Like that's legit. It's missing a sticker, and we'd think this was from somewhere, and it's pretty dang good. So it'll be a Rockstar giveaway.
Do you want to?
Okay, and you can go check out. And Hattie's still sick. She's feeling better today, but she's feeling better today. But she's still sick with it. So yeah, the boss is in California. The girls are taking over. So these are my second bosses, right? Really, they're the ones who take care of it all right there. Now I'm going to pop this all the way up so we can see it full screen right here with it. Now, which design are you going to start with?
I don't need a Valentine. I need tacos.
Right here. All right. So this is Karista's going to do. And yeah, see, Hudson's like, you got to turn it this way so they know they can read it. So if you head over to our website, this one is one of our new designs. I think there's probably another 5 or 10 that got added up to it in the last few days. Amongst everything else, we're still trugging along and putting it out there for it. And that way we can do it and be able to see and put the stuff over there from it. How about Betty? Does this work if I keep it right there so we see it? That's why I have it set that way, because we are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different locations, and this way everybody can see what everything is being set on there. So that way it is for it. Okay, so this is Krista's first time doing a shirt, first time doing a rhinestone transfer, first time doing any of this. And this is going to be a treat. This is going to be a treat to watch. Now, from the get-go, I will tell you I screwed up on this one because, this one is just about 11.5 inches wide. And so I trimmed in the weed box, and I may have cut off a stone. It will still work. It'll still be fine. Everything will still be good to go with it. But we're going to rock and roll with it. So here we go. We're going to take a breath. And we're going to walk Karista through making her very first rhinestone shirt. So, Karista, what's step 1 from here? Do you remember?
I peel off the backing.
Correct. Peel off the backing. So you're going to peel off the backing and you're going to apply it to that backboard. Now, you don't have to use a backboard. You can use anything. You can use a whiteboard, a backboard, a blackboard. You can use a counter. You can use anything. I prefer stuff with lips so that it helps when it comes to brushing the stuff or when it comes to cleaning up with it. Okay, so she's got it down there, and yes, this is one that you'll win. And hey, it's Todd original because you've got part of it cut off there. It still works just fine with it. All right, so we've got the template down on the blackboard. Now, what's the next thing we need to do, Karista?
Pour the rhinestones.
That's right. We got to pour the stones on it. Now, what color stones are you going to use today? I don't know who's bumping the camera, but hey, there's a camera right there. So she's going to use Lotus Pink. Lotus Pink is what she found. I love that Lotus Pink. That Lotus Pink is such an awesome color with it. All right, Lotus Pink it up. What are you going to do? We're going to pour it in here. So remember, the more the merrier. More the merrier, because the more stones that you have, the easier it's going to be to brush in stones. So minimum 1 bag is what I'd put on it. If you have 2 bags to throw on it, I would do 2 bags to throw on it because it's going to make it easier to brush in. Remember, the more stones, the easier it is that you have, the easier that it will be to brush in. So here's what we got. Yeah, she's going to town. She's just like, whatever. Let me just put it all in here. All right. So now we got the base in. We got the base where we put the stones in here. Now what are we going to use? What's that thing in your hand that you have right there? That's a monster brush. That's right. That's a monster brush. So the way that we're going to get these stones in here is you're going to light circles, brush them in here, get cylindrical, get wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. Go in here with it, so that way we have it in there. And as you see, the way that this works is the stones or the hole on the templates are just slightly bigger than the stones, so the stones will drop in it. Well, Todd, how does this work? Because what if they're upside down? Well, the magic of a template is that when the pointed side falls in and you brush it in, it will kick it out of the way until a flat one falls in there. So that's what you do, is you just keep brushing in circles and moving them out of the way, and that way they'll just fall into place. Now, when you first do this, it's going to take you some time. There's no, remember this. We are not curing cancer. All right. I guess curing cancer takes time too. So that was a bad analogy. We're not dominoes to the door 30 minutes or less when you're doing your first one. You're right. It's gonna take you some time to do it. So don't get frustrated if, when the first time you do these, if it does take a little bit longer to do and you're just getting some. So you're going to brush in there. And then once I start getting it filled, I brush from the center to the outside. So that way I can start cleaning everything up and seeing it from there. And then I can always come back with some tweezers and, kind of move some things if I see fit for it. But overall, you're just using some circles. You're just using, you're channeling your inner Danielson and just wax on, wax off. And that's what we're going to do and make it work and go from there. I don't know why that thing went blurry. I'm going to try and I don't know if I can move your hand up by the camera and see if we can make it zoom in. Okay, now go down. And there we go. All right. Yeah, there it goes. There it goes. Yeah, we made it smart. We broke the AI. We made it work for it. So that's what we got here for it, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So she's going to go ahead and brush these in, and she's going to keep trying. I know she's like you've got just a few of them. This is when I start brushing them out of the way, and I go ahead and I'll either use the Crystal Katana, the Tonto Rhinestone pickup tool, tweezers, or if you're Corey, you might even use scissors, because she's amazing like that, where she just uses stuff, probably for its not intended purpose, but she gets the job done. So for this, we're just gonna, brush in little by little. And if something's there, if you look on that table if you look on the table that's to your right, there is a pair of silver TRW angled tweezers. So just start brushing out. Yeah, as you can see, we're getting there. And then you're going to brush them all the way to the side and just take your time. We've got all night. Everybody has nothing better to do than to sit and watch you brush stones in, because that's what we're here for. The therapy of this, the therapy of hearing to see if I can actually do this through a camera. And I think we can pull it off pretty well here. Now, these stones what stones were these ones, did I say? Lotus pink. Lotus pink is an amazing color. You talk about a fun Valentine's Day color. Lotus pink is gonna, get you some sparkle that you want to have in there with it. And I know not everybody needs a Valentine's Day, a Valentine, right? Krista doesn't need one, but she needs tacos. So that's where this comes in at. We're gonna go through and look, and she's trying to make sure it's all there. She's like, I can do this. I can come out here and do this. She's working it. Yeah, now she's gonna pull her mom and be like, "Yep, I'm just reaching in here to grab it. I'm done using this. Yep. There you go. See, you can't hurt it. You can't hurt. The worst that you can do at this stage in the game is just knock out a few stones, and you've got to replace them. It's not, it's nothing. It's nothing to stress over. We're only making shirts. We're not making, I don't know what's stressful to make. We're not making fine art. We're not making quiche, right? You make quiche wrong and that can, fall flat in there and go wrong, So and now, as you start to go through this, you're doing it exactly right. You're going to clear the field. So you're going to take all the stones, you're going to brush them over to a corner that's outside of your way. So that way you don't have to worry about them, getting picked up when you're doing the transfer tape. Now, I know people that in this instance, this is where they'll have a table or a set place to do it. And they will have a hole that they will just go ahead and funnel the stuff down into. Now, we don't have that, but we do have this pretty cool monster brush that we'll be able to brush stones in, followed by the magic scoop. We got a couple of fun things to be able to do on that. And show you how easy it is to clean up. But as I go through this, let's see. Do I see any extras? I see if there might be a few extras, and we'll be able to go through and be able to help with that. But yeah, she's doing great. See, I think she's doing great as well. She knows what she's doing. I like this Tuesday lesson. It's like me watching myself brushing the stones. See, Jerry, we all love that. I love the tweezers too. The tweezers are awesome tweezers at it. Yeah, they come always refocus every time someone gets near. I know, but at least now we got it so we can read it. I think it, and that's part of part of when we get to the new studio, the new space, to have a new studio and to have fixed things, to have the fixed cameras for it, to make it all work. Remember, we're making things with what we have for it. Yes, Mardi Gras is 2/17. I have half my family. Somebody can go hit Dirk and just hit the blue button, and he'll just shut off. But Mardi Gras, I could use a king cake. If anybody wants to send me a king cake, I won't turn it down. I will not. If you want to send me some beignets and a king cake, I'm down for that, and I'll eat it all because why not? I'm a big guy. I won't mind eating them over there. There's a reason I'm coming over. Cough, cough. I need whiskey too. I think I have a time coming over. What did I miss? I missed whiskey. I'm no doctor. Maybe you try a shot of whiskey. I would totally go with that. Yes, she's doing beautiful. She's great right there. All right. Oh, a hot toddy. I thought it was me. Hot toddy. Toddy. Am I wrong? And Jerry says, okay, so that's the magic scoop. Now, what do we got to make? What are we doing here in the scoop? What are we figuring out? Is who's giving who advice over there?
I'm giving Krista advice.
All right. So did you make sure? What's the number one thing to remember when you have
the cork in?
That's right. Make sure that put a cork in it. Make sure you have the cork in it. Because if not, you'll remember the first time that you forgot to put the cork in it, because as you go to empty it all and they all come out the bottom for it. So that way it all goes out from there. So now she's going to look and see any extra stones from there. I think there's one, and you got tweezers. You can use the tweezers there. I think there's an extra one right there between the N and the T. I think there's an extra one there. And does anybody see any other ones? I think we're good. I think that was the only one that I seen right there. I think everything else looks pretty good with it. Oh, 100%, Ronnie. 100%. You're right. It's there. Where'd that go? Where'd that go, Ronnie? Wrong toddy right there. Write a passage to forget the cork at least once. Yep. 100%. And then stones everywhere. Stones everywhere. And then it never fails. And maybe it just happens to me. But when that did happen to you, you had an overabundance of that color. You didn't need that for anything else, did you? It wasn't the very first one transfer that you did, and you're scrambling to find all the stones, and you're using the vacuum to suck them up with the pantyhose on the end of it. I mean, I'm not saying this from experience or anything. I'm just saying, you guys, we've been there, and we go with it. So below the little E, I think we got it. Yep, right on the end. Yep, right on the end of Valentine. There's a little one that's below the little E that's still down there for it. Right? Hey, we're doing work skill life right now. That's what we're doing. Work skill life. I remember years ago when we bought a business in the industry, when we would go to shows, at least 10 people would offer us. Offer you what? Offer what? Would offer us to buy? Hey, I'm selling if somebody's buying. And like supplies. That's it. And look at that, Mary Alice. Born and raised in Mobile, Alabama. I have family that is in Plaquemine, Louisiana. And so I can understand half of what they say, a quarter of the time. The rest of the time, we get into it. All right, so we got picking up stuff here. And then we're going to come in and we're going to rock start up with the transfer tape. Because remember, this is the scary, stressful part. This is the part that I think so many people get scared of and stresses out so many people, because you just have to go with it, right? You just have to, you have to commit. You have to say, I got this. I know what I'm doing, and I can rock star through this. That is it. And that's what we're going to do right here. I have faith in them. The worst that can happen is it gets screwed up and we got to redo it. That's it. Like, this is not difficult. We can show you to do it, and you can have fun with this. The great thing about rhinestones, and especially rhinestone templates, is the same template can be used over and 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 over on it. Same with the transfer tape. Corey says that you can get 400 uses out of a piece of transfer tape. I don't believe that, but I know she tries to push that on it. As somebody who says, honey, we have the supplies right here. just get new. She just wants to keep going on with it. Is there an extra stone between the I and the D at the beginning? The I and the D. Yep, right there at the top. Right there. Yep, there it is. We got it. Okay. So I think we got them all cleared up. So now I think we can go ahead and add the transfer tape. So you remember how to do the transfer tape?
Mm-hmm.
You just peel it apart, right? Yep, you just peel it off. Peel the backing from the front. Make sure to watch the stickiness to it so that way it doesn't get stuck to anything, because that will stress you out and you probably drop some F-bombs. Okay. Here, everybody hold their breath, because here comes the fun part. This is where you just got to go and you just got to commit, and you're just going to go and just go center in, go, boom, that's right. Horseshoe, baby. Way to go, Karista Roo. Woo, Karista Roo nailed it. All right, that's what you got to do. Start in the center, do the U, drop, commit. Cut oversized for it. Don't have to worry about it. Make sure to press everything down. I usually will grab the monster brush and I'll run it over everything, so that way I know that it's good to go with it. And that's what I'm saying, Ronnie. That was amazing for a first time. That's what I told her. I said, you just got to commit to it. Don't try and get stingy on the hot fix tape. Go bigger than what you need. And now here comes part 2. We're going to peel this off and we're going to see what happens. Is it going to be there? It looks like everything's coming up. We just want to make sure that it doesn't get stuck to itself when we peel it up. And then we turn it. Oh, look at that. Clean pull. Now we flip it over so that way we lay it flat. So that way it doesn't get stuck on anything. No. Flip it. So the shiny side is down. Shiny, yep. And now you can add the backing paper to it, and it'll make it make your life way easier. Way easier for that. All right, look at that. Now you can press that, and you can move that, and now you can move you can remove that, and we can now press a shirt. For it. Now, which shirt? You found a hoodie, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. You found a hoodie. And remember, this is an oversized design, so it's going to look good on this hoodie. And here's the hoodie that we're going with. This is a Bella, I do believe, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
I think it's a Bella. Yeah, it's a Bella. Okay, so when we're doing this, pull it more back towards you. Keep going. Right about there. Yeah. Okay. So now this is when your mom would break out, one of her 400 lint rollers to make sure that everything is linted. I don't know if there's one over there.
Before.
What?
I already did it.
Oh, you already lint rolled it. Perfect. All right. So we're good to go on that. She already lint rolled. She was preset, ready to go. So now you're going to peel the backing off and you're going to line it up and then just set it on there. This you don't have to be too worried about, because it's really easy to do. That you've already passed the stressful part of it. You're going to pull this off here. There it is. Make sure it doesn't stick to anything to itself. And that's, as long as you don't let it stick to itself, it's going to be good to go. Now you're going to line this up where you want it, and wherever you just commit to it, wherever you're going to put it, that's where it's going to end up. Man, that lotus pink looks awesome on that black. Oh, baby. And now, here's the great thing about the press we have. We have an air-assisted shuttle press. So we don't have to do anything. Everything's been set. So we got the pressure set, we got the time set. So you need firm to heavy pressure, 325 degrees, 10 to 15 seconds. Go ahead and make it happen, Karista. Just go with it. Here, slide it over. There it is. It's going to do its thing. It's going to pop up. We're going to pull up there. There's a random stone. Did we miss a random stone? Uh-oh. We're going to find out really quick. I don't think so. I think we got it. I don't think there was anything there. Well, above Valentine, below need. Nope, I think we got it there, Eric. I think it was just where it was. All right. Yeah, you can run that over it. You can do whatever you need, but I just peel. It's good to go. I think you're square set, ready to rock and roll. I don't know what you guys are rocking over there. Peel it away. Let's see what happens. Because you should be fine. And here it is. Oh, looking good. Looking good in the neighborhood. I think everything's stuck. Oh, yeah. Roo, good job. Look at that. Now, put a cover sheet on it, come back and hit it again. This is when your mom would turn it inside out too to make sure it was really pressed in there, but we can do it while it's there for it. Look at mom. She said, just pull it off while it's hot. Mom stops in here. Just pull it off while it's hot. Right? Pull it off while it's hot. So we'll come over here and do that. I think I got to adjust the switch in the back so that way it makes contact. That's why it's not going down on that side. But we figured it out. Look at everybody giving you good jobs, Krista. Looks good. True professional. Good job.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah. See, you nailed it. Yeah. Fusion makes putty press in the breeze. Yeah, it does. Good job. Everybody's giving a good job. Looks good. And there we go. Look at that. I don't need a Valentine. I need tacos. Spin it 90 degrees so that way we can see it. And woo-wee. That lotus pink. That lotus pink is an amazing color. All right. Do you feel confident? Do you know what you're doing now?
No.
Are you ready to start your own t-shirt business? Because we have the supplies, the materials, and the training to help you do that right here. We can show that anybody can do this. And we're going to prove that now, because now we're stepping up our game, folks. We're going to welcome, while Delainee gets set up on hers, I'm going to pop this off here and bring me up, because Hudson's now over here. And Hudson is bringing over Lotus Pink.
Yep.
Lotus Pink. And the Lotus Pink is amazing. Let's wrap that one around me. There it is. And there it is. Now I'm going to put some light on it, and then you'll really see the fun in it. The fun. Oh, I love that so much. And the Lotus Pink has some nice pink to green is the way that it goes. So if you haven't seen it yet, highly recommend checking out that Lotus Pink, because you can see where it's that pink to that green. See how I can make it shuttle through there. Oh, such an awesome thing. And the one that I did was a Nebula. I did a tester for them, and that was the Nebula. But that's another color shift one that we have in there. The Nebula is awesome on that. So we'll just hang that one right there for now. And Delainee, are you ready?
No.
Yes, she is. Delainee's trying to pretend like...
Does it matter which one I do first?
No, because you're going to... Delanie's got two. Show them both on there what we're going to do. Delanie's going to do a two-color dance. She's a little dancer. So we've got dance here, and then we've got, the inside, outside. Both these, this can be found on the website as well. So, yeah, do you want to do them in two pressings, or do you want to try and do all in one shot?
I don't care.
We're going to do two pressings because, we can do a hinge method. No, we're not. We're not going to. We're not even stressed over that. We're going to do two pressings because it's going to make life easier. Okay. So for this, peel off one, and then whatever one you want to do first. Remember, we're going to do, what colors did you pick out?
Fuchsia and then Crystal AB.
Fuchsia and Crystal AB, right? So we got fuchsia. Fuchsia is going to be the inside. Crystal AB is going to be the outside. So that way, yep, that's what we're going to have for theirs. And those are the premium 16 diamond cut 16 facet ones. So on this, you're going to lay this one down first. And, you just watched Karista do it. So I have faith that you know what you're doing on this as well. So we're going to drop this in here, put it right there. Ta-da, Bob's your uncle. Yep. Oh, look at that, getting all fancy. And now we're going to go ahead and you're going to pour in, pour in the stones, baby. Pour in the stones. She's just going to get them everywhere. She's like, yeah, sure. Pour them in there. All right, there you go. Yeah, why not? Pour some more on it. Yeah, make it all pretty. Make it sparkles. All right, there you go. Yeah. So we've got that. So that's step one. We put the we put the template down, pre-cut template, and now we're going to brush and stone. Circular motions with a gentle touch will make them fall into place way super easy. And remember, the way that this happens is because your stone holes are slightly larger than your stones themselves. Now, for us at the Rhinestone World, what do we suggest for a stone size hole on SS10 stones? Let me know in the comments so we can all make sure we're on the same page for this. Well, Alex says, I don't know, but I think Corey just got replaced. Ooh, we'll see. Jerry, that's how we roll. Everybody has to have pretty nails. I can't get my feet up there, and I don't know. I don't know how to do stuff on my feet like this, so you can't see my toenails. But yeah, it's a nail, man. We got to have the nails done. Ooh, she has model hands. Look at that, girls. Model hands. Look at that. 0.135. That's where we're at. 0.134. Boy, Eric's right there. No clue. Now you do, Jerry. 0.135. 0.135 is the size stone, is the size hole that we like to use for SS10s. Just a tad bigger than it, so it makes brushing in way, way, way easier because it has a larger hole for that to fall into. So brushing them in makes it way there. Crystal, you don't have pretty nails? We could get you some pretty nails, Crystal. I will. You know what? Here's my commitment. I'm gonna put this out there. You're gonna get your toes did, right? We're gonna, when we do find a location and we do have an opening and we do fly you and Pilar in for a grand opening weekend, it's because you're part of this team too. We got to do the ribbon cutting and we have to do all of that. I don't think I can fly G in from the Philippines, but she'll be here in spirit. But we'll go get our toes did. We'll go get her. In fact, if we really wanted to, there's a nail place that's be in that parking lot. I haven't went to that one. My other one, I've been going to the same one for like 10 years, so I don't know if I can go to another one. But maybe we can all go get some toes done. And so most weeks, Chris is at work till late, and typically not most weeks. Tuesdays she's usually off, so she's rocking with it. He doesn't know I don't fly yet either. All right, so you're gonna drive in because Crystal, remember, here's where you're gonna make a weekend out of it because you know what we are known for in our area. We're the home of John Deere. Hello. So you can come see the Glass Palace. You can go to the John Deere Commons. You can go visit the Deere Wyman house. You can see all of the Deere stuff here. And we can have some Whitey's ice cream. And we can have some QC style pizza. I'm telling you, you're not that far of a drive. I don't think you're that far of a drive. Maybe like 8 hours, right? I'm just saying. Ronnie, we'll probably do something. As we get closer to it, we'll talk about have a grand opening weekend, of course, because it's going to be a retail storefront. So we'll have it open for that, and it'll probably be a soft launch. When we first get it open, but then we will have we'll have a grand opening, and we'll go all in with it. I'll slide over to Michigan. My son is obsessed with tornado sirens, and there's a scrapyard there that sells them. I bet we have a scrapyard here that has tornado sirens too. But that's awesome. The tornado sirens. Yeah. And now they're not even tornado sirens. They're severe weather sirens because we get severe weather more than we get tornadoes now. All right. So Delainee has these all brushed in as she's going, or no. I'm like, what's going on over there? I'm like, okay. I'm like, what did I see? What threw me off? I'm like, it just
helping.
I know. Well, it threw me off because I see one pink hand and then one not pink hand. I'm like, what the hell just happened? Because, it's like when they do the Siamese twins costume, when you're in there and one's the right hand and one's the left hand with it. I'm like, what the hell did I just miss? Because I'm not saying, oh, she almost forgot the cork. She almost forgot the cork. I am so. Woo, she almost. What? Did you lose it?
Yes. I didn't have it last.
Oh, yeah. Now they can't find the cork. All right. How many of you have lost a cork? How many of you have lost a cork? I will say that I know a few of you have because some of you have reached out. Hey, is there any chance you have a cork laying around you can throw in my order? Like, go get your wine bottle. Use a cork. Put some tape on the end of it. So she almost did it. She almost did I did it. Yep, right there. Debbie says you're official now. You're official now. Oh, yes, retail store. When did you go? Well, and here's the big reason behind that, Alex, is we need the space for it. Because we need to, we're just out of space and we need to have it in there. But two, when we bought the Rhinestone World, one of the things that came with it was Shirts and Stones, the full retail side of it. And if we're going to have, a place that has this stuff in it, and we're going to have, local pickup, and we're going to be making rhinestone transfers, it just makes sense to have a storefront. Do we expect it to be huge? No. We'll have goal setting for it, but for the most part, the employees that will work there will be, managing the back end of stuff, pulling orders, shipping orders. We're going to use a lot, half of it to make content for things, to make our videos, to do our trainings, to do things like that. So as much as, yes, I don't want, I tell everybody, not to do a retail store. In this instance, it's almost we have to do a retail store. I mean, we don't have to, but it would make things a lot easier. All right. So first one done. She's got this all brushed in. So what are we going to do? Here comes the scary part. The scary part is that she's going to do it twice. She's got to do this twice. So you're just going to commit, drop on the center, horseshoe, go. Yeah. The great thing is it's a scatter. So if something maybe popped out a little, you'll be fine with it, because it looks like maybe some did on the right-hand side, but it's okay. It's a scatter. So, all right. Everything's down there. You're going to peel it up and put it on the backing. And then we're going to come back and just dance. There it is. Yeah, see? Just go. You got it. Don't be scared. You're just peeling it, You're just peeling it off there. It's like, oh, you missed some. See? So when you miss some, what do? You peel back. You just roll it back down a little, press in that area. And that's where I use the monster brush. So, yep, you're still missing some. I still see it. Press it, press it in there. Don't be afraid to. You're not going to hurt it. Go ahead, get them in there and see where it is. Oh, is there extra stones that got brushed in? Are they picking up? What's going on? You're farther. Yep, right there is where it looks like. It looks like. Is there still one? Still one there? Is there an extra one there? Extra two right there. Right a little bit before your nail. Oh, yeah, there's extra ones. Sometimes that'll get you, right? So that'll get you. And on scatter ones, it can be tough sometimes to see because you're not 100% sure. And when you're looking at stuff, it can double up. It can be next to it. It can be there for it. And, you just got to come in. And this is just part of it. And Crystal says maybe because it was a new sheet. Yeah, maybe because it was a new sheet, Crystal. Very well could be. Oh, there's still, she's seeing them. She's like, why are these ones here? Why won't you use your thumb and press it down? I think you're being a little too gentle on it. Put your thumb right there on it. Is there stuff right there? They're trying to figure it out. They're like, oh no, you got these ones here that are in the way. Oh yeah, Corey's watching so she can see how much new transfer tape the girls are using. This is all new across the board. You better hope it's not busy. You'll be flocked. I know, Alex. But that's a good thing, right? If it's flocked, that means I can have more people. I've already had people that are like, hey, is this like going to be a part-time gig? Is there a job that I could do for this? And I'm sure we can make some stuff work with it. See, now she's trying to figure it out. She's like, I think I got it. See, Gloria says, I hate when students do that. So frustrating. And this right here was a great learning experience. These things happen. Like, it is not uncommon for stuff like that to happen. Now what do you do? Now do you remember what to do? They're trying to figure it out. What did I do with that sheet? Where's that sheet at? What did I do with that sheet? Yep, I can put it on there. Okay. So now we're going to peel off that one. And we're going to go with the other one, right? We're peeling that one off in there. And she's doing great. She's being attentive to detail, slow and controlled, doing awesome, kiddo. See, that's from Crystal. And you guys can read the comments over there on that thing. And that's what I'm saying. You're going to learn so much with it. When TRW has their open house, maybe we can all finally meet. That is true, Jerry. We can make a weekend of it. Yep, there's a job for the kids, so you can write them. That's what I'm saying, Alex. That's what I'm saying. All right, so now we got the second part of this dance. And remember, both of these designs can be found over on our website at rhinestoneworld.com. You can go over here and get it. So she used the Crystal AB 16 facet premium stones for the outside. And now, what are you using? Fuchsia. Fuchsia is what she's going to use for this one. So it's going to be a little pink and crystal. So a really cool thing for it. And she's got this. She knows what she's doing. She can nail this part, right? Putting down the stones. Let's see what we got. Brush it in. Should be pretty simple. Well, nor you just have to do like I did. Said, hey, you want to make some stuff? Not really. Too bad. You're going to do it. Like, Dad doesn't ask for too many things. This is what I asked for. And they're killing it. They're crushing it. And this is something, to me, like, I can see Delainee looking at it. It's like, hey, I need a fundraiser for dance because, wait, you got Disney in what, 3 weeks?
Yeah.
You got Disney in 3 weeks. Like, Delainee could put her own little pop-up shop together and do this and make them for the girls there and pay for a Disney thing. So I'm just saying, where there's a will, there's a way. And if you have a kid that wants something, be like, hey, we can help you do this. You just might have to, put in a little work. And this be the work for it. Now, in this instance, the great thing about Delanie's amazing, dad and stepmom is that we can go ahead and just make these transfers, right? Like we can make them. We got the Camus machine, so then she just has to press them, and you can see how easy it is to press. We are lucky that we have some amazing kids. So shout out to our girls here, Karista and Delainee. Both of them are doing a fantabulous job, and I couldn't ask for better assistance tonight on short notice. So I appreciate the hell out of both of them doing this. And I told them, I'm like, listen, you don't need to get on camera. We just need to see some hands. That's it. I just need to see some hands, not throw some hands. I mean, I got a message earlier that said, hey, Todd, are you about to throw some hands with some customers? Because I'm down to go down if you're down. And I'm like, no, we're not going to do it. But it was a little testy there for a second. It was a little testy. I thought I might have to throw some bows, yos. Didn't have to do it. And Tiffany says, that's a great idea. My daughter's in dance too, and we always up for a good fundraiser. Thanks for that. Yeah, like this, as simple as this, where here's the dance colors. We can just make it a simple, and this is going to be a dance with a scatter. But there's plenty of designs to choose from. You can create your own custom ones, and it doesn't have to be dance. That's something that I tell people when we're doing fundraisers, is it doesn't always have to be stuff like that. That you can do, you can do any of the rhinestone stuff, but in this where, hey, we can make this, hey, it's kind of nice, you can go ahead and do this, and the margins on it, you can make some really good money at it for her, and she could, raise that funds to pay for that Disney trip. I think it's a great idea with it. She will do some of the things I create, but this end of it, she says, intimidates her. And we can show her this video. Nora, how old is she? I've got my daughter's 19, 20. 20 this year. So 19 and 22, right? 23, 19 and 23. Right? I need some feedback. Yes, 19 and 23. Delainee, yeah, 19 and 23. So yeah, if she's 21, see, she falls right into here. She can do it. And this is the girl's first time. And what are they doing it? There's a stone in that E, right? It's just hard to see on the screen. So right at the end of the center one, in the middle one, down one layer, over right there. There's one right there. Okay, I see it now. Now that you zoomed in on. So you can see, like, this is legit their first time ever making rhinestone shirts. Like, this is it, and they're doing it live in front of you guys, with me over here. And everybody knows how Todd can be. And, I'm like, just go. This is the calmest that Dad ever is when he's on a live, because he can't freak out. That's why they probably love this. He can't freak out, and he can't be himself. He can't just be like, but this is it. You can see that it is not difficult to do. The value that we bring to something that really doesn't take a whole lot of effort. Now, granted, there are some designs that will take a lot of effort and a lot of things to do. But a lot of this with it, you can rock and roll with it and just go for it. Delainee, didn't do a shop yet. Talk about Calver's Kids. I know. I try and tell, like, hey, we can put a store together for you. Like, we got Super Bowl squares that we're selling. We're doing that. I honestly thought about doing the Super Bowl square thing for TRW and give away prizes. Then, the YouTube debacle happened, and everything just kind of went out the window. So maybe we'll do a March Madness, tournament style. What do you guys think about that? If we do that to give away some stuff with it. The design you said, it's not me, might have jumped in my cart. Woohoo! Love it, love it, love it. All right, so they're going to pull this off there. Now, Delainee is going to do, what did we decide to call these? Are they pocketed crew necks or hoodless hoodies? This is the Important Company crew neck with a pocket. Now, if you haven't noticed, they were changing their labels because it really threw me off when I saw that label. I'm like, what the hell is this? Because that is not the typical label that's on it. And she had a couple to choose from, so she went black, which is why we went with the pink, and because it kind of matches her nails. That fuchsia kind of matches her nails. So we'll be able to see some amazing stuff with this and be able to go for it from there. Tim, thanks for stopping by with us. Yeah, she definitely would not do a live. She is super shy. Both of my girls here are introverts. I would say that. And that's why I'm like, you don't need to get on camera. I just need your hands. You don't have to talk. I will do the talking for you. I might ask some questions. So, great question. Now, let's ask the group. We're doing this as 2 separate presses. I know which one that she should do first. Which one do you guys suggest that she should press first? Karista says Prink. I say no.
No.
And here's why. I want to do the outermost layer first. So that way I know that the design is where I want it to. If you go with the innermost side, you could place that design too high or too low. Now, doing the scatter first, you know exactly where that's going to line up every time. So that's why I always go with the outermost part of a design first, if you can. In some instances, you can't, but that's where we're going to go with the scatter first on this. So scatter first on this. The shirt is a PC78 PKT. I think that's right. PC. Somebody get on Sandbar and double check that for me. PC78 PKT. That's what we got for it. So you can see the center line of the shirt. You kind of know where the center line of dance is, but this is on you, wherever you want to put it. You know, if you want it higher, you want it lower, you know, that looks good. All right. That looks good to me if it looks good to you. So you're putting it on there. You're going to go with it. And now you just need to bring it over, hit the button, and make the magic happen. So you're going to come in, you're doing the work, getting the stuff done, and that way, here it is. So 325, 10 to 15 seconds, firm pressure, and we're just going to peel away. We're just going to peel away. That way we have in there. All right, peel away. There it is. Peel, oh, peel, 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 peel. Look how easy it peels. Oh, those premium stones look fantabulous. Looks like we might have some stragglers that decided that they want to come up with it. But it's a scatter. It's a scatter, so it doesn't necessarily matter. It's a scatter. Like, that's the thing. You're going to have that. Nobody would know. So this is, yeah, hit it again. Go with this. And I know Corey's still here. She said sometimes on the premium ones, because of the points, she does let it cool a little bit more because she feels that the transfer tape can pull it up. Yes, PC78 PKT should be what it is for it. That's what it is. Oh, yes. I will get that. Sublimation. Where was it at? Sublimation. If you are, okay, let me get this out of here. So they're going to go ahead, run the cooling block over it just a tad. So that way, yeah. Make sure everything's pressed in there. Good to go. All right, now we'll peel. And we should have everything taken care of there. Yeah. Everything's stuck. There we go. All right. Now we're going to layer it with the dance. We're going to drop the dance in there for it. So for those that don't know, we have an affiliate link with the good folks over at JP Plus. Now, JP Plus is who I use for our sublimation blanks, for our laser blanks, for UV printing blanks. They have a ton of great things over there for it. And through our affiliate, you can use our code. I don't remember right off the top of my head, but it's 10% off on that. All right, so now we're laying this. So this is why I did that one first. You can see where stuff is, and you can see that you might have to, drop down one side, because you can pick it up and peel it down a few times if you have to. Don't be worried about that. If you got to slide it over a little bit more, to the right or to the left, you can do it. You can peel it up, you can pick it up, and it's not going to go anywhere. You can see, okay, what's What's not looking right to you? Something's not looking right. It's something where it shouldn't be. What are you trying to figure out? I don't know. So I'm just guessing. I'm guessing she doesn't like where something was and something is there with it. But yes, we do have an affiliate code through JP Plus. It does save you 10% off of select items. It's not equipment. It's not ink. I don't believe it's not things like that, but most everything that's there with it. So there it is. Yeah. See, you just did your first 2-color design. Just like that. There it is with it. Super simple, super easy. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to come back here. We're going to press it. And then we cannot wait to see what this one looks like. Then I'll show them off. We will get you guys out of here. Well, we won't get you out of here. We're going to do our drawings. We're going to do that. We'll get the girls out of here so they can do that. So yes, link is in here. Link is also in the groups. Link is there. The discount code is in there. So you're able to use that as well. 10% off. Code is 165T2S for 10% off select items. There it is. All right, now go ahead and hit it. We're gonna hit it. We're gonna hit it. There. Oh man, that looks good. Those AD picked up that pink and that fuchsia. Amazing. So now they're gonna come back and hit it with again. I'm gonna tell you, the girls are rocking it tonight. These girls, we're, like, listen, maybe you don't want to be a barista for the rest of your life. Maybe you don't want to be a bud tender for the rest of your life. Maybe you want to make shirts the rest of your life. I don't care. Whatever you want to do. But there's a job for both of you. And there it is. Dance, dance. Let the music play. Do-do-do-do. Or whatever it is there. Way to go, Delainee. You want to hit it one more time? Hit the press there. Hit it one more time with the press. And that way we'll make sure it'll be good to go. And we will get you guys back to your regular schedule thing. I will show them off over here. Is Hudson still over there with you?
No.
So one of you, you're going to have to sneak on camera. Or not sneak on camera. Just, whatever. You're going to have to throw it at me so I can show it off. And then I'll do drawings, and then I'll get you your stuff back to you guys. So that way you can get it off here. Here they go. They're going to come back and hit it. Bing, bing, boom. Bob's your uncle. And there they rock and roll. 2 little lassies. Very, very sassies. First time Rhinestone shirts. I'm telling you, this is not difficult. We can rock and roll with this. That looks phenomenal. Like AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. That, bring it on over here. Let's take a look at it, and we'll bring it on the big screen and see what we got. We will see what we got. Are they going to slide in here? You guys going to slide on camera?
What?
No, they don't know. Oh, are they? Oh, look, there's Karista. Karista's in here. Delaney's popping in. There's Delaney making faces. All right. Thank you, girls. You crushed this. And so this is the best part. Here's my favorite part of all this. You're going to see me giggle. Look at that sparkle, Delaney. Look at that. That AB is just phenomenal. Oh, God. Damn it. I love my job. I love my job. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. There. Okay. Well, what do you guys think? How did that work for you guys? How did that work for you guys? I told you, we're going to try something new. We got the girls involved. Just how easy it was to make a rhinestone shirt. 2 people, never pressed a shirt, never brushed in stones, never did any of that. I take that back. They have pressed shirts for us before, but when it comes to rhinestones, they haven't brushed stuff in. They haven't did any of that. And so to me, they rocked that. They rocked the hell out of that. Congratulations once again to the girls. It is now 8:24. I'm giving you guys 3 minutes to go get signed up for the giveaway. And we're going to give away 2 mini packs of choice, right? You have 2 weeks to claim those. And if you purchased using, if you have stuff in your cart, if you made a purchase, let us know. If you purchased during live, double entries. TWT right there, 25, save 25% off rhinestones, rhinestuds, flatbacks during tonight's live. And then we're going to draw for the template for this one. And this one will be sent out with your next order that requires shipping. So if you purchase tonight and your order requires shipping, it'll go out. But there, once again, here we go with this. And this was the Lotus Pink. Lotus Pink. This is the template we'll give away tonight. Lotus Pink. Let's get a light on that. Oh. And I love, like, when I'm looking at it here, totally looks green. But turn it the other way, totally looks pink. I'm telling you, that Lotus Pink is an amazing, amazing one. And then, like we saw, just how easy it is to do on this one. Oh, the dance. Wrap your arm around me. Say hello. Say hello. Say hello, dance. Dance, dance. She's going to show that off to dance, and her little dance squad's going to be like, yo, where'd you get that at? And she's going to say, I made it, and I'll make you one too because I got to pay for Disney. So 2 more minutes. Go get your entries in. We'll do some giveaways. We'll get you guys out of here because, hey, you guys have rocked with us all night. Any other questions, comments, concerns while we do that? Let us know in there for it. Jerry, did you use a font for that design? I did not, but a little birdie told me that maybe on Pilar's Thursday training class that we may talk scatter around an existing object because somebody had asked about that with the embroidery. But this is actually in our, let me take that back. This design is already available in the Rhinestone World. You can go check out the designs for it. And I think that one's on sale for like $4. So if you're a dance person, that's $4. $4. Come on, you'll get that back on your first one with it. Lotus Pink is one of my favorite colors. That is not a purple. Gloria, they will not be here before Mardi Gras, I don't think. You look like you have something to say? Nothing? Okay. We've got a couple purples that are coming in, but they have to manufacture them. They don't think that they'll be manufactured before they go on Chinese New Year. And so it'll probably be, after that. Corey likes purple too. And so we've been, we buy what we like. Like there's a color that looks like trash. We're not going to get it, but there's a couple purples that she's found that she really, really liked for it. Let's see what was there. Gorgeous work. Yeah. Let's see. They're doing really well. Yes. Cheer moms can be a lot. Luckily I was a cheer mom too. So I'm like, nope, I'm not dealing with you. And sometimes you just got to cut them off, right? Nope. This is how it is with it. I ordered and saw how nice the Lotus Pink, made another order. Woohoo, Nora. I love it. And hopefully we're hijacked and working on YouTube. What did videos and account back on that? If anything, we're going to start posting videos and things here, and it'll just take time. Go back and watch the first 20 minutes of my rant of this video, and then we can catch all the stuff there for it. Let's see what else was in here. Looks good. That'd be awesome to learn how to do that, which adding the stones to an existing. When the registration goes live, I think tomorrow, make sure to sign up for the webinar because now we have webinars taken care of. And I think everything, girls, tell me if I'm wrong, but we do believe that everything worked fine today on the webinar where the links will still work to go back and watch it. We have it on a separate place and then we're going to download it. And so things will go there with it, but you'll be able to do that for it. Right. Get those that place an order over $1 get double entries. That is true. The design that says, I want tacos. That's what we're giving away. Oh, that's what we're giving away, right? What did I miss? Did I miss some purples, right? Purples. I love it. Let's see. I changed my credit card information. Do I do that on the website? Yes. Do that over there on the website. SNS and Sandmar. Yep. That's our 2 go-tos because both of them are one-day ships for us. Yes, today it worked. Woohoo! Perfect. Awesome, Tiffany. If you have any questions, just ask. Find us. The group name is going to change, and that's only because people that are looking for the Rhinestone World don't know to look for the acronym TRW. So it's probably going to be, crafting with rhinestones and vinyl, the Rhinestone World. We're going through it, but it'll have that in there so we can make it. But check out the group. It's there. I'd say watch the 5,000 videos on YouTube, but we no longer have those. But we're going to rebuild those. But you can always tune in here on Tuesday nights. And from now to the 10th, we've got some free trainings that we're going to have in there for it. That's right, Tiffany. Just go for it and do it. Go for it and do it. Okay. Is there anybody in checkout? Is there anybody in there? Let me know because I'm going to start adding stuff to our little whatchamacallit thingamajigger, their giveaway, the giveaway responder. That one we're closing. That one is closed. We said 3 minutes. That's been 5. You've got plenty of stuff for that. Today is the 27th, so I want to make sure that I have all the entries from the 27th that are in there right now. So there it is for that. There it is. We have all of those in there for it. We will copy those and we're going to go put those in here for it. What else do we got? Mini pack of choice is going to be the first one. Yes, mini pack of choice. Yeah, mini pack of choice. We're not going to do it from there. We're deduplicate names. Nope, we don't want to deduplicate because we want to add more to it. We want to add the people that are purchasing right now to this. So I have to go find our little handy McDandy. Oh, what's that called? Crystal posted earlier, live ticket wheel, right? Live ticket wheel. There it is. I have that, so I can open that up and see. It should be, there it is. I'm like, why didn't you open and see? Today is still the 27th, so I'm going to make sure to click on the 27th. And it looks like we're putting in there. Anybody else in here? Let's see if I'm missing anything. I think there. I'm adding late orders to the list still. Okay, Crystal, you tell me when you're done. Yes, decided to buy something. Way to go, Ronnie. What'd you buy? What'd you buy, Mary? Let's just finish their order. Great. Upcoming stuff. Like I said, Bling Anything is coming back in stock. It is coming back in stock in 6-inch rolls too. So we got enough. We were able to work a deal where we didn't have to take on so many. But it does come with a cost. But that is going to be back in stock. Training this week. Either, I believe tomorrow is when it'll get posted for. Yep, I got you, Crystal. I got you. Or Plar. Just let me know. One of you guys let me know when we're all good there, and then we'll get back into it. Let's see. I'm teaching the webinar on Thursday, and there's the registration for it. So right-click, copy-paste that. StreamYard.com/watch/MF5N, capital MKG4, capital I, lowercase, capital S, lowercase. Yeah, just right-click, copy-paste there. Or go over to the Crafting with Rhinestones Facebook group. The link is in there. Remember as well, if you have unsubscribed to our emails that we're sending out, that is why you are not getting the information. Like when we're having the live trainings, when new products are being released. I will tell you this. Before we make any posts or do anything on it, the people on our email list, those will be the ones to know when new product launches are coming. Those are ones that'll know when product is restocking. So if you're on that, you will get that email first when Bling Anything. There's also, we do send out things just to those people on it. There was a code that went out this weekend, and it was just for people on our email list. We did not post that anywhere else. It was just for our email list. So there's another reason to sign up, because we're going to give you informational stuff. You get the links to the shows that we're doing. We do Makers and Movers podcast every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, right here. So we send out links for that. We send out links for everything that's going on. So you want to make sure that you're there. Let's see. Missed me coughing and feeling like my brain was full of fog. That's no good, Pilar. We don't want your brain full of fog. I don't want that. If you're taller, you'd be above the fog. Is that how that works? Since we can't see who's at which level and haven't got our YouTube, it's Hall of Fame classes open to everyone for now. Yeah, and I know somebody complained, everybody gets it. Well, what do I pay for Hall of Fame for? Well, we didn't get any of that payment for it, for one. But two, they are not getting the designs. They are not getting the fonts. They're not getting all the other perks that come along with that. Starting next month in February, I said we're going to do these trainings till February 10th. And then by then we will have kind of what the next phase of everything looks like. I'm pretty much said if we didn't have anything figured out by YouTube by the end of the week, that we'd start pursuing other things. My gut is going to tell me we're going to end up on Patreon, and that's where we're going to have the multiple tiers of things. And then kind of the big bad all in one, where you can have the Hall of Fame training, and you can be in the mentorship program. They're pretty cool cats and kittens over there. And they have a Discord that has all kinds of. You talk about getting sucked into 3D printing. In fact, I got a TRW hype chain that I need to do because we're going to bling that out, and that's going to be pretty cool. So lots of stuff over there, embroidery, anything that we're doing, and then we also have open office calls with them on Monday, Wednesday, Friday as well. So a lot of people bring in their stuff to it, so we'll get rocking and rolling with that. Let's see. You have any of those boards behind you? Yes. So these are bling book pages. So Evelyn, these are bling book pages. They are on our site. You have 2 colors to choose from. You have, or actually you have 3, because you have the black, you have the gray, and the white. And the white is sublimatable, so you can sublimate on it too. But we have black, we have gray, and we have white, which I don't have white here. But we do have those on the website. Bling book pages are what those are. And you can do them one of 2 ways. You can put they go in books and binders, so that way you have it here. So you would put your design this way with it, so as they flip through it. Or if you have it this way, a flip back that goes to the top. The reason I did this was just for this reason here. So that way I can hang them, because if you tried to put it sideways on one, it's going to want to flop her down, and I would need multiple things. But just from a single hook here. Now, when we had our retail store, we had towers. They were 4-sided towers, and they were 5-foot towers on a foot and a half spinny base, and we had these on the sides of them. And so we would change them out with the season. We'd change it out with the sports, whatever it was. So it was just easy to pull off and put the new one on, and then able to see it. But yeah, really good. Look at that. That one looks good. That one looks awesome. 16 facet. I'm telling you that. Oh man, that looks so good. So good. God, we got some amazing stuff. Got some amazing stuff for it. And Crystal will go get the link for it. I'm down with the DOTW challenge. I don't even know what that means. I'm JERRI challenged, apparently, because I don't know what that one is for it. Just signed up for the webinar. Way to go, Jesse. He's only 75 pounds, but thinks the same. We had our dogs. So Corey's staying over at Kelly Crystal Ninja's house, and Kelly has a bulldog, Ellie. And Ellie was getting fired up last night, and so then we had Bruno, our bulldog, on there, and I think they might have made a love connection. I don't know. They were both kind of being weird towards each other, like how those dogs are. And then ours, thinks he's a lap dog too, 100 and some pound lap dog. Does TRW hold orders? Need to order some DTF? Ooh, we do not hold, because of how the process works for it, which, while you guys are getting your orders in, that was one of the things that was on my list, but I didn't put on my list. DTF. We're still having issues with making everything work correctly with the Ship for Shop platform. So I know we have quite a few people that will order DTF from us currently through fatdadprintco.com. Look for us we're going to kind of be promoting that here through February until we're there, because people are like, when can I order? I'm like, you just got to go to the site for it. We'll get you a code for your first time use, so that way you can save 25% off that over at fatdadprintco.com. Most all orders that are printing that are in by 10 a.m. are printing and shipping the same day. If you are in our local area, you're getting your stuff next day. So I know somebody who's there. UPS comes at 9 in the morning. They placed an order at 11 on Monday, and they had it within 24 hours, because it was there today. Because they're like, whoa, I thought I was going to miss the cutoff. Like, we got it in. So we're doing really good about that. As we dive deeper into the spring, we're actually going to talk about what we're doing in the DTF land. For those that don't know, I'm not calling myself a pioneer of it, but I will say we've been in it since 2020. We know the struggles of it, the ins and outs. We've partnered up with some amazing people throughout that process, made a lot of good friends, spent tens of thousands of dollars on trash, got good stuff in. But we're part of a printing network, NADPA, and so we'll talk more about that. And then working with one of our preferred vendor for DTF on equipment and supplies, and we're trying to get their stuff into ours to be able to help it too. Corey just went and looked at the Sentinel while she was out there. She's like, we could have drove 90 minutes to go see it, because that's the thing I love about them, is they're close. They help us out with overflow. We really do some amazing work together. So I want to show off our print facility that we're partnering up with down there, and be able really to give you that full experience. But laser cut out transfers, so no more trimming. We'll be able to do that, which is kind of awesome. Yes, there'll be a fee for it, but at the same time, you're not cutting stuff apart. Amazing with it, and we'll be able to do that. But currently, we keep those 2 things separate, because they're through 2 different parts. Even on the website, it's going to be a little difficult, because the way that it works is sometimes DTF can take longer. Sometimes something out there, it's pretty much 2 businesses, and so holding it doesn't necessarily work the greatest of all times. I do. That's on the case for that because we're going to refresh that for those that don't know. Chloe, additional to the family, is new to us Land Rover. That was the previous company vehicle for the Crystal Ninja. And, through a little horse trading of a deal, she's now going to be the company vehicle for the Rhinestone World. Chloe is not too sure about winter. She's like, what the hell is this? Like, I've lived in San Diego my life. What are you bringing me to this for? So Kelly's like, well, yeah, we didn't have this on because, like the rear wiper, it doesn't rain. They don't need it. So we're like, okay, that's there. And then it was like, oh, the heat isn't the heat diverter is this. Really? I don't know if I've ever used the heat because you got the heated seats and turned it on. So there's some little things in there with it, but Chloe's going to get freshened up on some things. Corey's picking out stones. We're going to do some things with that. So she's a looker. And, she arrived the day before Corey left. So Corey hasn't even got to enjoy Chloe. And, it is what it is. Bling book pages are great. I love it. Sublimatable is the white. White is sublimatable. 100% you can do it. Because even with these, that's what, like here, like when we've got them on the different ones. So like when we did the Happy New Year. So there's Happy New Year on that one. And then here's Happy New Year in a different way. That way here is, 'tis the season, enjoy. So yes, you can get two for everyone on it. Fronts and backs, do them up. They are some amazing things. And that's why. So we can hang them in the shop and be good to go. And the kits, yes, we have tons of kits. We have some really good kits out there. The 279 kit, that's the kit that I'm able to rock with it. Day of the week. Oh, day of the week, Todd. All right, day of the week. I get it. Day of the week. I got it. Quantity discounts. I need a bunch. Can I call you on which ones? For which one? You shoot us an email, and we'll see what we can do. That's the best way to do it. Best way, always, info@therinestoneworld.com. Phone system, non-existent. Email, existent. Ellis Knorr, yes, she's amazing. Great idea with the tower. It was in the book form. Yeah, and yep. It worked out really, really nice on that. I think we got some that are in there for it. Let's see. I'm 4 or 5 states away and got my DTF from you in less than 24 hours before, Todd. I love it. When things go right, they go for that. Yes. Let's see. Wishing we were closer to Florida. I know. Sometimes I do too. But we're in Illinois, so it's not too bad. Chloe is a pretty girl. I think we're set for orders. Okay, so we're set for orders. We got that in there. I can go into here, and I can pull out what I need. There's the live giveaways. There's that. I can pull all these, enter them in here, and then we'll be able to get in with this. Does everybody, were you here last week? Who wasn't here last week? Let me know in the comments. Excuse me, if you were not here last week. If you're not here I'm going to make sure that that works and everything is good to go on it. So I got to share the screen and do that, and then we'll be good to go. Present, share the screen. And don't forget, if you have not signed up as I do this, if you have not signed up for the Wizard, this is your last week at $29.99. It does go up next month, $39.99, and then it'll stay at that for a month, and then it'll go to its price of $49.99 in March. Also in March, Wizard 5 support ends. We can help you transfer licenses. We can do that, but if you have a support question issue, we will no longer support that after there. You need to be on the subscription to be able to get that. So if you have not signed up for the Wizard, make sure to get that, and that way you're all set, ready to go. Is this going to be the right one? Yeah, it is going to be the right one for it. Use the code TWT25 for it. All right, there it is. Looky. We got this up here. I'm going to go ahead and I need to make that guy a little bit bigger so that way we can see him. We got the Heat Press Dash, folks. Heat Press Dash. And we got 39 entrants in this. Race duration of 20 seconds. And so we're going to go ahead in 3, 2, 1. We're going to hit it, and let's see who our first winner is. As it goes through here we go. We got Barb, and there we got Debbie. Carol's come up there. Tiffany's coming strong. Oh, Nicole might pull it off. Betty down the bottom. But then I see Barb. Oh, Barb slowed down a little bit. Carol's coming on there. Is Deb going to get it? Is there? And it goes all the way down here farther. Trust me, you guys, it's down here on it. We've got to format it to make it bigger than that. But here it is. Who's going to win? We're going to see who's going to win. And the winner is going to be Barb LaFon. Barb, you won a mini pack of choice. Congratulations, Barb. Email in with the SKU number of, and screen cap always good. SKU number of what you want, and we can drop that in there for you. Now, for the next mini pack winner, next mini pack of choice winner, let's go ahead and we'll start the next race. 39 entrants in this, ready to go. In 3, 2, 1. Here it is. Here we go. Oh, we got more people in here. Nora, Betty, Jerry. Who's Jerry? Come up there. Gloria's right there with it. Oh, Bling anything. Oh, Pasha's coming in there. Linda's Linda's in there. Jerry. Oh, Janessa pulling up the lead. Oh, Janessa. Oh, you're going to do it? Who's going to do it? Who's going to pull it off here at the end? I think Keith's got it. Maybe Gloria. Who got it? Who went ahead and won? Carol. Look at that, Carol. Mini pack of choice. Carol. Go ahead and enter big screen cap, SKU number. Email it in. Remember, you have 2 weeks to claim these prizes. 2 weeks to claim it. Now, with that, we are going to go ahead. Double entries on the one. Double entries for those. We got everything in here. And now we're going to give away. I need to let's see. I need to pull this off here because we're going to go back to the admin screen because I have to change up the whatchamacallit. I have to change up the thingamajigger. I have to change up the prize thing on it. So let me go change up the prize thing on it. And that way we will be good to go on that. And we will have, this is going to be for the Magic Flock template. We're going to open that race screen right now. And now I should be back in business to be able to get it. Add it back to the stage. There it is. Okay. There it is. Yeah, we can't see who's members anymore, Betty. So that's why we do two randoms, and we put everything in there for it. And remember, this is if you order tonight, this will ship out with your order. If you didn't order tonight, you have 2 weeks to claim this. 2 weeks to claim it. Next order that requires shipping, we'll send it to you in that. So this is for the template to create the tacos. Press to start. Here we go. As we go through, we got Nora, Jesse, Jenny, Nora, Rebecca, Mia, Pasha, Jerry. I'm going to have to reformat this so that way we can bring it up smaller and we can see everybody that's down below there with it. But here we go. As it comes across, we have a winner, Jerry Dyke. Jerry. How many templates is that now for you? That's like 3 templates, Jerry. Come on now, Jerry. Jerry's rocking and rolling with 3 template winner. Triple winner? I know it's at least 2, but I'm pretty sure 3. Pretty sure it's 3 now, isn't it, Jerry? What did you win, Jerry? How many are you in that for? We'll send you tacos. And that's this one. Jerry. This is what you win, Jerry. I don't need a Valentine. I need tacos. And that's what you're going to do. Make some tacos. Taco Tuesday. So why not do that? All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns before I let you guys go? See, look at that. It's like a legit coffee shop drink. I am lucky with my life. No matter what happens, I can look back and say, I would rather look back and say, we tried than wonder what if. You guys have been in for a hell of a journey with us in this. Hopefully, we've done everything we can. And if you feel that we've done something that has not went your way, hey, we're trying our best with it. All right. With that, you guys have an amazing night. And until next time, we do this Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Share with your friends. Sharon's Karen. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 a.m. Right there. Be here for the show. And Tuesday, Thursday, Hall of Fame training. Make sure to go get registered for that. Everybody have an amazing night. And until next time, peace, love, press on, and we will see you then.